Once upon a time, during a sunny summer vacation, a group of curious children named Tom, Lily, Jake, and Mia went on an adventure to the Whispering Winds castle. They had heard many tales about the ancient castle, but what intrigued them the most was the rumor of a hidden treasure inside its stone walls. Excitedly, they joined a tour guided by an old, kind-hearted gentleman named Mr. Thompson. With his spectacles perched at the end of his nose, he regaled them with stories of the castle's history, its long-lost royalty, and the mysteries it held. But the children's ears perked up when Mr. Thompson mentioned the legend of the hidden treasure. It is said, he whispered dramatically, that a treasure of gold and jewels is hidden deep within these walls, left by the last king before the castle was abandoned. Many have searched, but none have found it yet. His eyes twinkled with a secret he wasn't fully sharing. As the tour continued through grand halls and narrow passageways, the children's imaginations were ignited. Tom, always the problem solver, suggested they look for secret doors and hidden compartments. Lily, with her love of stories, hypothesized that the treasure might be hidden in one of the castle's old books. Jake, who was quite brave, thought the dungeons might host the hidden prize. Mia, the youngest but very observant, noticed that in a dusty old painting in the grand dining hall, a knight seemed to point subtly towards one of the walls. After the tour, unable to resist the lure of discovery, they decided to come back at dusk when the castle was quieter. The setting sun cast long shadows, and the castle's aura felt more mysterious. They tiptoed to the grand dining hall, led by Mia's observation. Sure enough, upon closer inspection, they found a loose brick where the knight's finger pointed. With much effort, they pulled out the brick, revealing a small, dusty box just big enough to hold in their hands. Inside were old coins, a jeweled necklace, and a tattered note. The note thanked the finder for their persistence and curiosity, qualities the former king valued greatly. The children decided to leave everything as they found it, but they took a picture of the note, their smiles glowing with the thrill of adventure. Once upon a time in the quaint little town of Willow Creek, three adventurous friends, Jimmy, Lily, and Max, embarked on a thrilling escapade. On a sunny afternoon, while exploring the dense, whispering woods behind their neighborhood, they stumbled upon something peculiar, a strange map carved into the rough stone of an old, moss-covered wall. Intrigued, the trio huddled closer to examine the intricate symbols and winding paths etched into the ancient surface. "Look!" exclaimed Lily, pointing to a shape that resembled an enchanting star. "This must be a treasure map." Her eyes sparkled with excitement. Jimmy, the ever-cautious one, brushed his spectacles, thinking deeply. But where could it lead? And why has it been hidden here for so long? He mused aloud, sparking everyone's curiosity. Max, ever the fearless leader, clapped his hands with determination. "There's only one way to find out. We have to follow the map," he declared, igniting a fiery passion for adventure in his friends. Using paper and crayons they had stuffed in their backpacks, they carefully traced the map's winding path, which led to a series of mysterious clues scattered around the forest. The map itself was their newfound puzzle, marked with enchanted creatures, mystical landmarks like Dragon's Den, Fairy Falls, and Wizard's Tower. The children's imagination ran wild with images of magical creatures and hidden treasures. They set off on their quest, running through sun-dappled clearings and crossing babbling brooks. With each clue, they solved riddles and discovered tokens hidden under rocks, inside tree trunks, and behind cascading waterfalls. The adventure was not without its challenges. They encountered tricky paths where squirrels led the way, and at one point, Max almost slipped on a wet rock. Finally, as the sun began its descent, they stood before a towering oak tree, marking the X on the map. There, nestled in the roots, was a small chest. With a creak, They opened it to reveal a trove of ancient-looking coins and tiny trinkets. Though the true value of the treasure lay not in gold, but in the wonders of the journey itself and the memories crafted along the way. As they trekked back home, the stars twinkled above, whispering secrets of more adventures to come. Their hearts buzzed with the promise of endless discoveries in the magical world around them. Once upon a time, in the land of Eldoria, where magic and mystery filled the air, there lived three adventurous friends named Leo, Zara, and Finn. Leo was a curious lion with a golden mane, Zara was a clever rabbit with shimmering fur, and Finn was a brave little mouse with a heart as big as a house. They were known as the Fantastic Trio and loved to explore. One sunny morning, they stumbled upon an ancient map while playing in the attic of the old wise owl, who was the keeper of Eldoria's secrets. The map hinted at a hidden treasure deep within the forgotten caverns beneath the mystic mountains. Excited by the prospect of a great adventure, they decided to embark on the quest. As they reached the entrance of the caverns, they knew that their journey was not going to be easy. With torches in hand, they bravely stepped into the dark, echoing hallways. The sound of their footsteps seemed to awaken the spirits of the old cavern. "Stay close, everyone," whispered Leo, his voice steady yet cautious. As they ventured further, they discovered secret doors that creaked open to reveal passages shrouded in mystery. Each secret door was unlocked by solving intricate puzzles that tested their wit and teamwork. Zara used her clever mind to crack ancient codes, Leo used his strength to move heavy stones, and Finn, despite his size, squeezed into tiny openings to reach hidden locks. With every door they opened, they felt closer to the treasure. The thrill of discovery grew with every step. However, not all doors were friendly or safe. Once they opened a door to a room filled with shimmering, mesmerizing lights. "Be careful. Don't stare too long," warned Finn, recalling Wise Owl's tales about the hypnotic light traps of the caverns. Finally, after what seemed like hours, they stumbled upon the largest door yet. It was a grand gate, adorned with ancient runes. They worked together to solve the most complicated puzzle of all, and the door swung open to reveal a chamber sparkling with gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts. "We did it!" exclaimed Zara, hopping excitedly. But as they collected the treasure, Leo reminded them, "The real treasure is this adventure we've had together." They returned to Eldoria with their newfound riches and even more stories to tell. They had become the heroes of their own tale, proving that friendship and teamwork were the greatest treasures of all. In the heart of a forgotten castle, nestled amidst towering mountains and shrouded in mist, there lay a hidden room that no one had seen for centuries. A team of young adventurers, each filled with wonder and curiosity, set out to uncover the secrets of this castle, guided by a wise old explorer named Professor Finch. Leading the way, Professor Finch held an ancient map in his hands with cryptic symbols and faded lines leading them through winding passageways and echoing halls. The young adventurers were a diverse group, each with a unique talent: Mia, the brave climber; Alex, the keen problem solver; and Sam, the ever-curious reader. The journey was filled with challenges, as they faced locked doors that required cleverness to open, darkened corridors where only their courage lit the way, and mysterious whispers that seemed to come from the very walls themselves. But driven by excitement and guided by Professor Finch's wisdom, they pushed forward until they reached a hidden passage. At the end of this passage lay the gateway to a room unlike any other. As they entered, their eyes widened in awe. The chamber was filled with towering shelves of ancient books, their spines cracked with age, but filled with untold stories and long-lost knowledge. Gold and silver coins scattered the floor, glittering like stars under the dim light, remnants of a time long ago. Professor Finch spoke, his voice filled with reverence. These coins may seem like treasure, but the real magic lies within these pages. He gently took one of the books, its leather cover engraved with mysterious symbols, and opened it. The adventurers gathered around, eyes bright with curiosity as they peered over his shoulder. The room filled with a warm golden glow, as if the books themselves came alive, each page turning with whispers of wisdom and stories from worlds untold. The young adventurers realized then that true treasure was not of gold or silver, but of knowledge that expanded one's world and opened infinite possibilities. Together, they decided to share this treasure of knowledge with the world. They would tell these stories, learn from the wisdom within, and ignite the same passion and curiosity in others. For they understood that knowledge was a treasure that grew the more it was shared, lighting the world for future adventurers who dared to dream. Once upon a time, in the heart of a great and mysterious kingdom, stood a magnificent castle perched high in the hills. 3 curious children named Lily, Jack, and Emma lived in the quaint village below and had been dreaming of an adventure inside the castle, just beyond their reach. One sunny day, their wish came true. Word had spread that the castle gates would open for the village festival, allowing visitors to explore its grand halls and spiraling turrets. As dawn broke, Lily, Jack, and Emma raced up the winding path to the castle. Their hearts thundered with excitement and curiosity about the mysterious history surrounding its mighty stone walls. Inside the castle, they marveled at everything they saw. The long corridors were filled with portraits of ancient lords and ladies. The children's favorite spot was the grand library, where bookshelves stretched from floor to ceiling, filled with numerous dusty tomes and exquisite volumes. As the sun began to set, it was time to leave the majestic fortress. The children reluctantly turned away from the wonders they had seen, promising to uncover more stories and hidden tales within those walls. On their way back home, they made a pact to start reading more about castles and history. Yeah, imagine learning about knights, kingdoms, and dragons, Jack added, his eyes wide with thoughts of knights in shining armor. Emma nodded eagerly. And maybe we'll discover a secret entrance or a hidden treasure map next time. From that day forward, the 3 became avid readers of history books, always seeking new adventures and tales of castles from around the world. Each story they read was like another adventure, and in their hearts, the spirit of the castle lived on. And so, the children had found more than just adventure in the walls of the castle. They found a passion for learning and a treasure trove of stories that would fuel their imaginations for years to come.